All right, welcome in everybody. We're about to get started. Just determining our first matchup to kick off tonight's showcase of Classic Score Attack. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome in Shock, Matt. Matt, you might be first up here. I think Got Yo Sauce should be around. Whoever is around will be our first match, is the current mantra. And Matt, this sometimes going in cold is the best way to go. It'll be practice in itself to determine if a lack of a warm-up may help you. It could be hit or miss. But I think Got Yo Sauce I see is also playing Tetris Effect Connected. So once we get the confirm from them, we can get started here. They are here, okay. Got Yo Sauce and Cool Matt. The room code should be either scroll up or it's in the pinned message. And once you're in here, we can get started. Here, I'll just drop it in chat at the very bottom. But yes, hope everyone is doing well. Anyone have any fun weekend plans? Any recent Tetris achievements? Anything they want to share with the greater audience? Feel free to drop a message in the chat. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, the Steam store page and community area, and also Twitter/X. So wherever you're watching, don't be shy. Join us in the chat on YouTube or Twitch. You can technically chat on X. However, I can't respond in text on X, so I'll have to respond through my mic. Okay, so yeah, it looks like our players have received the room code, but it is Classic Score Attack night. So we're doing first to ones, but if we have any fatal errors, which is very prevalent in Classic Score Attack, it's a brutal game mode, we will reset. So we'll just kind of play it by ear. First to one, or we'll do an extra game if that is too short. How's my week? It's been good. It's been good. It's warmed up here. I am due for a haircut, which I was realizing today. I need a spring cut. Spring clean. Welcome in Designer 1900. I think that's a new chatter. Hope you're doing well. And yes, if anyone is unfamiliar with these, we do our community showcase every Friday that we can do it. If we don't have any special events or if I'm not available. Where anybody of any skill level, any platform can be on the big stage. I'll shoutcast your match. And we kind of swap between the game modes. We do teams every third week, and then we swap between, or we cycle between the 1v1 modes during the other 2 weeks. Matt and Got Yo Sauce, when you're ready. I'm ready. Good luck. Have fun. Oh, where's my game? Show up game. I know you're there. There's the game. All right. So we got the Manta Ray versus the Lion, or Leo from the Connected co-op avatars or bosses. First time watching an enhanced stream, I fell in love with Tetris Effect Connected on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, we have a lot of Switch players. I think our most diehard player base tends to be on Steam. I say that, but actually a lot of our top competitors came from like PlayStation and Switch. But yeah, like low key, we have big player bases, especially single player when it comes to like MetaQuest and console players and stuff like that. Not everyone is going to be. So many people play Tetris Effect Connected to just like vibe out to the music, chill out. It's like a good de-stress game, right? However, you can also get sweaty with it and compete like we are doing right now. And a double, however, is Community Showcase. We try to be chill. There's nothing on the line here, right? So don't be too stressed out about playing. Just have fun. Of course, if you're not used to being on the big screen, it's a little different. But once you're on there enough, it's just the same as if you were playing with a friend off stream. Anywho, we have Matt on the left, Got Yo Sauce on the right. Matt is, in fact, here. Got a triple square drop kind of forcing a high center there. And a drought on top of that. Let's see if Matt can get out of this. That triple square was brutal. Oh, he hangs the T-piece! And it is Jover, everybody. So that is the case for a game 2 because Classic is absolutely brutal. Yeah, you should do another game here. It doesn't matter how good you are either. You're bound to have stuff like that. If Ferox is in the chat, we had a league match through a community league not too long ago, and I think our games were a little scuffed and looking like that with some early top outs. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ferox, but my point being, even if you are pretty good at Classic, you'll run into that. And what makes Classic so hard is the instant lock delay, the difficulty in the movement. It's a little bit slower getting left and right unless you're tapping than it would be like modern Tetris, I guess. There's no hard drops. It's just a little more clunky, but a lot of players love the clunky feeling because it's pure in a way, right? I mean, Classic Tetris competition is very popular for a reason. There's something about it. I love both. I love the zone battle and Classic, right? Uh-oh. Be nice to Matt game. Some squares again. There we go. That time, Matt was graced with a long bar. So the trick to dealing with these droughts... Oh my god, what a brutal... Oh, that that soft drop. Oh, another long bar. Oh, okay, I was able to get it over. But yeah, the trick here is you have to be able to set yourself up to burn. Matt is kind of stacking. It's like long bar or nothing. Oh, get it! Get it! Yes! Oh my god. But hey, it's paying off. Shouldn't also... Here, actually, I'll read chat here in a second, because Matt is making me anxious here. I can't take my eyes away. I need to give this gameplay and stress that Matt may be experiencing the due diligence that it deserves here. We've all been here on Classic Tetris. All right, well, okay, Matt tops out, but due to that aggressive stacking, Matt actually netted a few Tetrises there, banking on those long bars. So Gaio Sauce is not out of the woods just yet. There is a Tetris there, though. That's going to make a massive dent in the score lead. But Gaio Sauce is up 3 rows. And stacking fairly aggressive. Like, look, you're not going to be able to make any easy skims. Oh, my God. Oh, wait, Gaio Sauce accidentally skipped on the Tetris. Okay, got another long bar. There we go. Ooh. All right, GG. Let's see. I don't know if Mike... Okay, Mike is ready, so we'll hop into Nathan and Mike here next. But thank you, Matt, for giving us a nice adrenaline rush to kick off the stream there. That first game when you had the triple square, you also handled a double S and Z spike pretty nicely there with the center spire as well. But we'll hop into our next game. I know we have a lot of people that want to play tonight. So thank you, Matt, and Got You Sauce for kicking us off tonight. GG. That is classic Tetris at its core, the intensity. Okay, so next up we are going to have Nathan and Mike. Make your way to the lobby. Looks like Nathan's already in here. So Mike, once you're ready, if you are listening in. I believe that must be Mike there. double check to make sure that is their in-game username. And we'll get started. Okay. That is in fact Mike. So when you two are ready, I'm ready. Good luck, have fun. What chat did I miss? That was intense. Jam-packed. Welcome in Commodore Friday. Yay, Tetris, indeed. Nintendo Tetris have quite the history. Very true. Welcome in Coffee and Tetris. Some tears from Matt. Yes, like Shock said, don't be shy if you are newer to the game. This is a showcase for all skill levels. Head to discord.gg/enhance if you do want to play. And select that community event role so that you're notified each time we have a showcase. All right, looks like they're getting started here. We have Nathan on the left and Mike on the right, aka Abstract Ghost. I like the avatar choice, kind of a nice fit. Jellyfish are kind of ghost-like in a way. What material are ghosts made out of? Jelly? Some kind of marshmallow-like material. Ooze. Okay, so Nathan moving a bit quicker. So when you have these earlier level starts, even if Nathan isn't as efficient when it comes to, say, finding Tetrises, like we have from Mike here. Mike has a really nice right wheel going here. I think it's much more noticeable if you soft drop on level 1 compared to like level 9 because the gravity is already a bit higher. To try to get a lead and force that 2-minute timer to kick in, because when a player tops out on classic score attack, their opponent has 2 minutes to get caught up. So if you soft drop more on earlier levels, and if your opponent is taking time to make their decisions, you can definitely take advantage of that extra runway, extra playtime that you get from soft dropping more often because you are playing in the future, right? To net a higher score and force a chase down of some kind. That being said, Nathan is going to want to look to do a little bit of cleanup and access that column 6 to kind of clean up their board state. Oh, I thought Nathan was moving faster, but actually Mike here on the right has more lines cleared. Okay. Mike's going to want to try to find their way back into that right well. Seems like that's where Mike is most comfortable. Nathan is set up for dirty triple. There is that one row kind of bleeding out on row 2. An incomplete row. Ooze makes me think of that Power Rangers movie. I have seen that a million times. That is part of my childhood. I know exactly what you're talking about. My mind's eye is projecting the intro to that movie where they're all rollerblading. It's a core memory for me. It's super, super cool. It's radical. Classic Score Attack night is a good night to talk nostalgia. Speaking of, I didn't own. I was a Game Boy Tetris player. I didn't own the console version of it, but I also have some early memories of gaming on the NES console. First 2 games that come to mind are Contra, Super Contra, and Punch Out. Those games they got my adrenaline kicking in. It got my memories. Got a jump start from those games because of how intense they were. when I booted into consciousness was when the helicopter showed up in Contra. Anyways, we have a pretty good lead here for Mike, considering the lower score you get from Tetrises on these earlier levels. However, the longer the game goes on, if Nathan just gets one Tetris, like Nathan can easily turn this around. So this is very close. Ooh, Nathan almost soft dropped and forced a long bar dependency, but made a quick adjustment before it was too late. Now Abstract Ghost, okay, getting a very timely, two very timely pieces to navigate through the cheese that was set up there for a moment. So Mike was graced by the Tetris gods, and yeah, has that right whale open for business. Did anyone here grow up with the version of Tetris we're watching now? Or, like, authentically owned it on their consoles growing up? Or... So I feel like most of the classic Tetris scene now just found it through Classic Tetris World Championship. Yeah, you got both Game Boy and NES Tetris for Christmas. Oh, Matt is currently growing up, okay. Matt is building nostalgia to talk about 20 years from now. Growing up in the online space, I guess I did to some extent, but it's got to be very different nowadays. Okay, so Nathan with a nice triple there. Definitely has some craziness going on, turning into type B. But actually, Mike is also very high up here. Getting some crucial pieces, at least to stay alive for a moment, is definitely going to want something to throw down that column 3. Gets the wrong orientation, those L pieces, taunting Mike, and Mike is going to top out. However, this is by no means free for Nathan. It is speeding up for Nathan, and it seems like Nathan is getting a little more uncomfortable with the speed here. So Nathan is going to, 1, have to survive, and 2, have to surpass this score gap. Unfortunately, I think with that S-piece hang, Nathan is looking toasty. All right, so Mike able to keep that lead despite topping out a little bit sooner there. And GG. Thank you, Nathan and Mike, for showing off here. And I think, Nathan, both of you might be your first showcase. If you have played before, it's only been like one other time. So happy to have you here. And GG. But yeah, I say this a lot on the showcases. I enjoy watching new players play because they don't really have a preconception of how they want to... The game is so figured out at a higher level when it comes to stacking, right? But when you're newer to the game, you kind of build your own play style intuitively and just naturally, and I love seeing how different people play at a certain skill level, right? So yeah, thanks for hopping on there. All right, who is up next? I think it should be Aiken and Shock. Aiken and Shock, if you're listening, hop on in. Oh, Mike, it's your second time. Got it. Oh, both of you, it's your second time. Oh, yeah, I think... Nathan, were you playing last week? There's a lot of players. It's hard for me to maintain that history. But I'll get it down. Walkman, Discman, MP3 players. Played it on an old Macintosh. Played Tetris on an old Mac? Amazon Trail. I am very familiar with Amazon Trail. It is nostalgia night, everybody. Let's all try to show how old we are. Straight from Game Boy Tetris to Tetris 99. Oh yeah, mobile Tetris is like low-key a very popular, especially the EA Tetris, or yeah, there was a flip phone one. I think EA Tetris existed for like a very long time, right? Which is no longer available. That was many people's, or that was the introduction of Tetris to a lot of people. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's see what Shock has in store for us when it comes to custom settings. Let's see. Fast horizontal movement, 7-bag, 5 minute, no game over. So what Aiken said here? Okay. That is kind of unique. All right, so our players requested some custom settings. So yeah, if anyone does want to try something different, because there are some pretty fun custom settings, especially for classic Tetris here, feel free to suggest it to your opponent. So let's see, what do we have? Fast horizontal movement. So I guess we can turn on, oh, I see. I was going to say we could turn on PAL, that's a little different. I haven't messed with this really in Classic. I'm surprised more people haven't. So fast horizontal movement. And we have 7-bag, so the randomizer is not going to be brutal, which really changes it up. However, your piece preview will still be limited. Let's see. No game over, constant speed off. No game over, constant speed off. Oop. Did I mess it up? How do I turn off no game over? Like Ultra? Are we doing Ultra? No game over? 5 minute. 5 minute. Okay, I think we got it. And yeah, if you ever want to double check your settings, you can press info here. There we go. World Settings Champion. Has anyone here played Stanley's Parable? I believe that is an achievement if you go in and adjust every setting in the game. All right. Are you two ready? Is that right? Oh, very fast. You want... Oh, okay. They readied up. Sorry. We have fast horizontal movement. Which should still be... It should still feel jarring when it comes to Classic, right? Because Classic has a rhythm to it. Kind of a muscle memory for moving your piece left and right. So even just upping it a little bit should feel different. So we'll see if the players can get used to it. I would love to see if I could play like level 29 or something using DAS and very fast horizontal movement. That'd be fun. Okay, but we're playing Ultra, so here's the thing. Even if a player tops out, it will reset their board. So you can, in theory, play very aggressively here. And yeah, by the way, if you're ever looking for somebody to just play for fun like this and mess around with settings, always give the Discord a try. We do have a fine online matches channel. And generally, like many players could probably attest to this, if you find someone in that channel that you like to play with, you could always just reach out to them any other time, right? If you find a good practice buddy. All right, Tetris for Aiken. But yeah, we have game over turned off, so. But we also have 7-bag on, meaning in theory, like, they'll never not have a long bar if they have really good stacking. So this could be a pretty high scoring game. And I guess Ferox in my direct messages, I think I did mess up the command, most likely. All right, so some pretty killer Tetris rates. This should be very nice for Shock, who generally stacks quite conservatively. Given the very favorable RNG here, yeah, Shock maintaining a really high Tetris rate. Aiken also at 80%, 80 versus 88%, so it's not like... Yeah, both players are crushing it right now. Shock having to take some burns. It can still be tricky to maintain a proper stack with 7-bag, mostly due to that one piece preview, right? Without being able to look too far ahead, you still have to kind of manage your piece dependencies, and you're not going to be getting pure Tetrises. Well, you can with a lot of practice, and if you are a player like Fractal or Dog, and you got it down to a science on how to maintain or lower those piece dependencies, 7-bag will be a breeze, but I think for the majority of players, myself included, you're going to be taking some burns on 7-bag from time to time. Oh, what happened? Aiken, okay, Aiken, next level strats. Force the top out to get rid of that cheese. Interesting. Because we have game over turned off. But I like that. I guess the only drawback is you kind of lose some time. But yeah, if your board is in like dire straits, then might as well. Or a dire state. Dire straits, isn't that like a... Well, the nerd in me says that's the name of a StarCraft map. It might be like a country band or something. Okay. Tetris for Aiken. Aiken with a lead now. Oh, interesting. It resets the Tetris rate when you top out. I don't know if I've really tested the HUD when it comes to no game over. So it might not be working as intended. That's kind of funny. So we have 20 seconds left. Push down. Shock's going to have to push down a bit if they want to get caught up here. 15 seconds. And Shock needs at least another Tetris and some change, I believe. And Aiken's not ready to score. There's the long bar, but Shock wasn't set up in time. 3, 2, 1, no long bar. But Aiken had a Tetris ready to go there. GG. That is an interesting format for sure. I have to admit, very unique. So shout out to the brains behind that rule set there. And 5 minutes on the dot, so you made it easy for me. That's usually my target for how long a match should last. GG. All right. So who is up next? Dire Straits is a band. Thank you. I'm pretty sure. Okay. I wonder if I should Google Dire Straits StarCraft. I feel like it's a StarCraft map. It is a StarCraft map. That's funny. Okay. I wonder if the band was inspired by StarCraft. Which one came first, I wonder? So PH and Coffee and Tetris, you are up. So Pedro PH. Oh, they are both in here. That is Star Students. I love when our players instantly find the lobby. Okay, yeah, Dire Straits started in 77. So, okay. StarCraft map was probably a play on words with the band, most likely. Alright, PH. Apparently their controller just bugged for a moment. And on deck, who's on deck here? Let's see. Coming up, we're going to have Tizago versus Ferox and Grasspelt versus Commodore Friday. Kind of schmooving through these matches. So if anyone else is looking to play, do not be shy. And also, if we have anybody lurking, just trying to learn more about the game mode, I know we're all having fun here, but if you are legit, if you have any questions about classic score attack, I'm sure myself or people in the chat can help you. If you have any questions on how to improve or what to look for, you are in capable hands, capable chatters, keyboard warriors. Next week, we should be doing Connected Versus if you have been looking forward to a team stream. Where we do some 3v1 friendlies. Probably my favorite showcases are the team showcases, personally. Let's get a lot of different players in, different team matchups, different bosses. All right, looks like they have begun. Good luck, have fun. We have PH versus Coffee and Tetris, a.k.a. Morg. Morg also rocking the jellyfish. PH with the wolf. All right, so we got a level 5 start. Rocking the pastel colors. Kind of adjacent to the Jazz Cup colors, if you ask me. Maybe lacking the purple there. But the kind of like the contrast reminds me of the Jazz Cup, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Or an 80s, 90s vibe. Jazz Cup is 90s, right? But nice stacking so far. 100% for Coffee and Tetris. Coffee and Tetris does force this long bar dependency to maintain this 100% Tetris rate. But that will break here. Does fill in the long bar dependency. Deciding where to put this J piece. Setting up for some clever burns. This should allow PH to get caught up, and actually PH is in the lead, excuse me. PH playing a little bit in the future. Actually, both players are soft dropping, so. Generally, though, all players kind of soft drop on these lower levels, which should happen unless you want to move at a snail-like pace. If you don't soft drop, the opponent will definitely make you pay for it with that 2-minute timer. It is a little bit more rare to soft drop on, I'd say, like level 12 plus, depending on your skill level, right? A lot of the top players in CTWC or Classic Tetris World Championship do not soft drop on 18 plus. I guess it's more of a tempo or rhythm thing. And technically, you get extra points when you soft drop. With all the games that we've played, I wonder how many pro circuit games have really been dictated by the soft drop points on the big stage. It's got to be 0 or very few. It's got to be a stat on that, right? Ooh, PH with the T-spin. Very nice. This is actually a great way to clean up that board state. Tetris for Morg, but Morg is not set up for Tetris. Going to have to just throw some long bars and, yeah, just try to break this down. I think a good rule of thumb, especially if you are newer, is like you don't have to necessarily go for the dirty Tetris, like stacking it over. Of course, like if you get a Tetris and then you instantly are at your next row that you want to clear, it helps, but good advice is to generally just work through the mess and then begin to get Tetris ready so that you're not topping out early and playing too aggressive, especially on higher gravity levels, right? On level 5, you can probably play a little more aggressive because gravity isn't going to be affecting you as much, but clean up and then score is a good mantra unless you're trying to play extra aggressive against somebody who might be better than you. Then that's when I'd take the risk and try to go for more Tetrises, right? If you're playing against a roller as a DAS player, for example, you better be going for extra early efficiency. Okay. So nice game from both players. PH maintaining that Tetris rate lead, and it's paying off here. However, I think both of these players can play a bit into some of the later levels. So as the game goes on, Morg, aka Coffee and Tetris, will have the opportunity to get caught up. Dr. Jules, welcome in. How do we join? Aiken says, join in the community showcase announcements in the enhanced Discord, which is absolutely true. Just be in the enhanced Discord. Let me do the enhanced command real quick. Or Discord. I'll also share a Discord link if you are lurking in the YouTube. But yeah, join up there. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Oh my god, I had the custom settings still on. Oh no. Oh, I feel bad. Here, if you guys want to do another one, I'll get rid of the game over setting. You guys can play another just because I think we have some extra time anyways. Whoopsies. I forgot to clear the settings. That also means they were playing on 7-bag and had faster speed. That's funny. Alright, settings are fixed. If you two want to play again, looks like Coffee and Tetris already left. I feel bad. Whoopsies. Yeah, you two should play again. Okay, we'll get a rematch. Sorry for the settings mishaps there. That is a classic me move. But yeah, if you want to play, hop in the Discord. All right, so PH is back in here. It looks like we will have another game. All right, good luck, have fun, Morgan PH. Matt is back. Welcome back, Matt. Okay. Well, first off, we also had 7-bag enabled, so players may find it harder to maintain that very positive Tetris rate. Tetris for PH, Morg needing to clean up a little bit to access that right well. And the meta game around classic Tetris is definitely going to that right well, as long bars, just about every piece favors that right side, and can get there a little easier. So if you're stacking higher, it'll be easier to get that long bar over, especially in the higher gravity. In addition, there's a lot of spin opportunities if you are a higher level player that you won't have on the left side because of how the rotation system works in classic Tetris. So that right side will favor T spins, S and Z spins, all sorts of spins, O spins. All right, interesting board state for Morg. Yeah, it's kind of hard to decide how to utilize your resources here. I think that was actually handled very well given the state. And yeah, Morg is cleaned up. Would love a long bar. There it is. Stacks aggressively by putting that S piece right in the middle, knowing the long bar was coming up. Doing it again. I like it. Actually, this can be cleaned up quite a bit, so... All right, taking time, making sure that tuck slotted nice and correctly in there. Sometimes if you rush your soft drop, you can mess up your tuck because of the instant lock delay, right? Meanwhile, PH with a double Tetris. Playing pretty clean, playing one row up, just stacking Tetrises over it. That's a pretty normal thing to do, one row up, and then once you find a correct burn sequence, you can just approach that that issue. Yes, O-spin double. So same line count, both players kind of soft dropping at a similar pace. Love to see it. Pretty good matchup. But PH getting the better so far. However, PH is stacking aggressive, does get that long bar. I was about to say, if PH doesn't get a long bar there, it might get a little hairy, but does find a double Tetris with that immaculate stack. So nicely done. Nice burns from Morg. Morg is clean as a whistle now, looking to get Tetris ready. Does have some dependencies here. And forces a long bar dependency. Yeah, questionable if you want to like nip it in the bud or build around it, because you can't guarantee that the long bar is going to show up. Morg does drop a Tetris. But PH definitely getting the better of Morg this time around. However, once these levels start to increase, Morg can make a dent into that Tetris lead, as Tetrises are worth more. Boom, Tetris from Morg. PH looking for that long bar now. A super high level thing to do is if you know your head on lines, you can kind of like guesstimate when your next Tetris is going to be. So for example, say you can see the line count up top to kind of like see where exactly or how close you are in terms of your piece sequence, because both players do in fact get the same pieces, so that it's fair. You can like see the future in your piece preview if you look at your opponent's next box, which is easier to do because it's on the same screen. That is also done in person for like live classic Tetris tournaments, but you have to look at the opponent's CRT television, so it's a little farther away. But also you have the sound notification, right? You hear the Tetris noise, so even if you're not like looking at the piece preview and know that your opponent is ahead on the piece sequence, you can be like, oh, I heard the Tetris noise, I'm going to be getting a long bar soon, right? And PH is stacking aggressively there, does top out, giving Morg a window of opportunity. However, that 2-minute timer is kicking in, and 60k is not an easy score to accrue in such a short period of time. But Morg is on track, and we are leveling up, meaning the Tetrises will be worth more if Morg can get into a scoring position here. But PH definitely set themselves up for success. Morg is going to have to bring their A game. And even if it's uncomfortable, going to have to find some Tetrises. So we'll see if Morg can find a way to set up for success here. Okay, I like this. I like this. Now has a Tetris ready on the left well. I'm going to need this. It is level 9, so Tetrises are going to be worth more. Boom, Tetris. I made a huge dent in that score gap. Morg can do this if Morg gets a few more Tetrises here. I'm going to need some generous RNG. Okay. Taking some burns. Got to be careful about that. Got to try to stack aggressively. I'm not sure if Morg realizes that the situation of the timer here. I think Morg has the stream turned off. But, okay, 20 seconds. Is bringing it down very nicely, actually, considering the speed increases. So Morg able to play at the higher speeds. Unfortunately, I think time is going to run out here. Maybe, yeah, maybe didn't take that into account. Either way, nice down stack from Morg, and looking like they were stacking cleaner in these higher levels too, which is cool to see. But GG, PH takes it with that nice Tetris rate, a whopping 78% Tetris rate, despite less line clears. So nicely done. And we are going to move on into our next game, which I believe is Ferox and Tizago, if you are lurking and listening. Make your way to the lobby. You can do it, says Gaio Sauce. Yeah, they were close there. That was a nice cleanup. Ferox moderates for enhance, but we're nice to Ferox. Technically works. Congrats, Tizago. Possibly for Tizago, I know is playing in the Matrix tournament, or is there something else? Which is a Zone Battle Invitational ran by Galactic, a community tournament organization. Shout out to Edge. Ooh, both players are in here. Would you look at that? Star students. They better be star students. They are community OGs here. Okay. They are getting started. Good luck, have fun. So we have the horse versus the anchor. Who wins IRL? Tetris aside, does the horse beat an anchor? I think that's open to interpretation, as I don't know if you can truly be an inanimate object. But so long term, I think the anchor wins. All right. Or does the horse win by just simply existing? By default. Okay, so got a level 18 start. Different, a little bit of a change of pace. These players are capable of some high-level classic score attack play. So high gravity definitely changes it up, and you have to really be good about creating burns and or skims, depending on your preferred term for it, depending on which neck of the woods in the world you come from or community. But yeah, generally the metagame is to have a higher left side, be able to take burns on the right side because you have a higher left, and if you create a slope of some kind, it will allow you to, one, stack nicely to avoid a lot of piece dependencies, and two, you can get your pieces to the right faster because the rotation system in classic score attack favors the right side in terms of getting there quicker, because your pieces technically, I don't think there isn't like a true middle in the board, right? A 10 wide board, it'd be like a 0.5, so I think they actually spawn in a little bit favored towards the right side. I don't think I know that they spawn in favored towards the right side. And there's a lot of cheeky things you could do with spins in classic Tetris, which also favor the right side. But depending on the pieces you get, you will occasionally find some center well Tetrises, left well Tetrises from the best of the best as well, right? But if you are a conservative player, a smart player, you are going to know how to maintain that right well throughout the entire game. Tizago up high here, needs a long bar. Gets the second best option, but can't get that square to the left. That's a tough maneuver there, whether you're a tapper or you have to quick tap with Das. And that'll be game one. We'll definitely play another here. 18 games can go a bit quicker. It is the competitive standard. It is easier to top out early on level 18. Out of respect for your opponent, you are typically going to be aggressively trying to get Tetrises and not lining out for singles, right? So because you are playing more aggressively, you're going to be stacking higher, and if you have any mishaps or start to find a lack in parity in your board and you have to take concessions or begin to find yourself not in that right well situation, right? You can get a little bit hairy, as we saw. Yeah, join in here, designer. If you need a link to the Discord, let me know. If you're not in here already. I think we should have time for a match, or another match if you did want to participate. About 30 minutes left. These always go later, but I think we might be on time today, actually. However, especially for newcomers, we'll definitely make exceptions. We encourage newcomers to participate, get their feet wet in our community events. The more new players we have, the more chill it will be, right? Because we'll see Ferox and Tizago playing in our elite tournaments. Ferox, a top 4 classic, or not classic, score attack player. I think Ferox is a little bit off when it comes to being a top 4 classic score attack player, but yeah, I was able to net top 4, I want to say 2 years in a row for Score Attack. If not 3. Ooh, getting a little bit hairy for Tizago. And that will be it. You know what? Let's do one more game. One more encore game if you two are listening. 18 can be pretty quick anyways. I think that was about like 4 minutes in playtime. So, yeah, let's get one more game in. See if we can get to a transition. Play nice and safe, you two. So we can show off some 19 play. I believe in you too. A little lot for top 4 is an understatement. Yeah, very different skill set when it comes to classic versus modern game modes. In terms of, it's quite a feat if you can actually be at the top of the food chain in both. The only time in recent history where we saw that was Siake Gohan getting top 4 in the Block Party Classic bracket, in addition to winning the Puyo Puyo Tetris and Zone Battle bracket. So, yeah, shout out to Siake Gohan, aka Akashi Robo. An infamous kind of a jump scare when you see them in the Zone Battle queue, as they are quite above the competition. Hopefully we can get some killer competition for Siake Gohan in the future. And I think the players aren't that far off. They're close, but because Siake Gohan is so consistent in how they play, you, for example, Yushoda got second place and is very close in skill level to Siake Gohan, but unfortunately unable to match the firepower and consistency. Even just by a hair, like Siake Gohan will take advantage of it, right? So it'd be exciting to see if other players can get caught up going into tournaments in the future. So I see Tizago is pressing down a bit. I'm not sure. I was trying to watch if Ferox presses down. I don't think quite as often. Although Ferox is also halfway up the board, so just wants to play safe, take some extra time to think about their placements prior to them locking in. Some nice Tetrises for Tizago, having the lead this game. Tizago with a bit of a situation. Finds some nice pieces, though, to clean it up. Nice double with that T-piece. Fills in that dependency on the left. Long bar dependencies on the left side are always scary. Lock it in. Welcome in, Kingsman. Kingsman, what's new? How are you doing? Is there a Friday night friendlies tonight? Maybe we can stop by there after this. Oh, not tonight. Got it. Well, we are... You know what? We are Friday night friendlies tonight. I'm taking over. Should I change the title? All right, so a nice, just about a Tetris lead here for Tizago. You know what? That soft drop, those soft drop points coming in clutch. About 200k in the lead now for Tizago. It could mean all the difference. Kingsman, I had a question earlier that you might have some answers to, as you were a little more connected to Classic than I am nowadays. Are there many games, if any, that at the highest level where a soft drop did make a difference? Welcome in, Void, on YouTube. Nice recovery, connection, technique. Nice enhanced experience team. Yes, 100%. We have a great team. I'm the weak link of our team. I'm surrounded by all-stars, which I appreciate. Okay, so nice stacking from Ferox. From both players, really. I think both these players, being kind of modern Tetris mains, have really found a good footing in Classic, especially with all of the leagues popping up with Classic Score Attack, whether it's Ninja or the Galactic League. For Classic Score Attack specifically, we have plenty of NES console competition as well, but these two players spend a lot of time on Tetris Effect Connected, so it's good to see that we have classic mains on here. I think the Swan song, or the player that comes to mind for that, is Nedlow, who plays exclusively on Nintendo Switch and can roll on Nintendo Switch and keep up with the big guns like Dog and Sodium, making it to top 4 as a Tetris Effect Connected main, which is cool to see. Be curious if Nedlow plays on the because they have the OG version on Switch Online now for Classic Tetris. I'd be curious if Nedlow can play effectively on there. I have the most aura. I don't know about that. So I have more insight into my team and my coworkers, and I can assure you, some of them have big aura. Well, some of you are familiar with Green Tea. I don't know if I match Green Tea in aura. That's a tall order. All right, there we go. Got to level 19, and Tizago. I don't know if that 19 threw Tizago off, but that L piece did not make it to the far right. And Ferox maybe can go for some 19 play here. Mulling for a moment while we get our next players lined up. Who is up next? So Grasspelt and Commodore Friday up next, and then we'll end the stream with Super Ninja versus Designer. All right, nicely done. Ferox crushing it on Classic today. Where was this Ferox when I played Ferox a week or so ago? Not to throw shade, but yes, me and Ferox, both of us had a wonderful set. Actually, you know, every game went to kill screen, max outs all around. No one needs to know what really happened. GG's. So Grasspelt, Commodore Friday, make your way to the lobby. I think Grasspelt wanted to do some custom settings, if I were to guess. Let's see. Standard rules, very fast horizontal movement. Okay. Okay. So we're going to standard. If you didn't know, you can actually change the horizontal movement aside from PAL. I guess the fastest you could do it is PAL plus very fast, but we're going to do NTSC plus very fast. Thing about PAL is it also increases the gravity. I wonder if they'll stack if they amplify each other. Almost like some calculus there. So we're going to try very fast. Fast DAS. Commodore Friday versus Grasspelt. Good luck, have fun. And off into the Tetramidian I go. Yes, me and Ferox had the first double rollover in a Tetris Effect. Not a fib, not a lie by any means. We are just that good. Dog and Scooty, who? Okay. By the way, Ferox should be around and myself for a bit tomorrow for our full moon hangout in the community Discord at discord.gg/enhance. Be sure to come hang out with us if you're playing in the full moon event tomorrow. Kicks off at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. I'm sorry, Atlantic Daylight Time. Those are my go-to time zones that I'm familiar with. But yes, if you are in the Discord, it should. If you click on events at the top of your sidebar there, you'll see what time the event takes place. But we'll all be in Discord hanging out for a bit, playing some connected versus, some friend matches, sniping each other in 1v1, playing the weekend ritual, just vibing. So be sure to stop by if you want a less lonely full moon / weekend ritual experience. If you want to say kind words to your co-community members, or if you want to talk smack, friendly talk smack that is, or just listen in as we talk smack and just want to grab some food while you listen, that's the place for you. All right, so Commodore Friday is generally crushing it on our community showcases in Classic, probably on a bit of a win streak. So we'll see if that can continue here. Can throw down in the modern modes too. How fast is that DAS really? It seems pretty quick. I might have to lab around with this. Have any of you really messed around with the very fast horizontal movement when it came to Classic? Be curious if I could play like level 29 with it or something like that. All right, so Tetris for Grasspelt taking the lead. Pretty close game. The level 11, an untraditional start. Typically, we'll see a level 12 start because it's the same speed, but higher scoring. I think Grasspelt generally goes for 11. Has an affinity for shades of green, I suppose. Well, there's lime green, kind of like a lemony color. What do you guys see? It's like gold and blue dress. Do you see a light green, kind of a yellow green, lemon green? All right, Grasspelt taking a bit of a lead with that extra 12% in Tetris rate. However, also worth noting, Grasspelt is slightly ahead of line, so this is actually quite neck and neck. And Grasspelt did run into some misdrops there, and or just a lack of easy placements. So this should allow Commodore Friday on paper to get ahead here. Grasspelt gets a very needed long bar to clean that up, given the higher centers and lower sides, making it difficult to take any skims. Tetris for Grasspelt. And Tetris for Commodore Friday. C equals Friday. Very timely that all of our community showcases are on Friday for Commodore Friday. Designer, if you top out quickly, we'll have a game 2 and or game 3, like in Tazago and Ferox's case, because they can't keep their stack in order. Okay. So Grasspelt first to hit the next speed increase, which was at 110 lines. Level 10 through 12 is the same speed. Level 13 through 15 is the same speed, 16 through 18, and then 19 through 28 until you get to 29, which only the elite few can play on, whether you change up your controller method or generally that, whether you're tapping or using rolling. DAS players can maybe play for a little bit, but not very long. Typically about 5 lines extra, unless you stack up beforehand and have a center well, if you want to hit that level 31. But yeah, Commodore Friday with a lead, taking advantage of Grasspelt's situation earlier on. Grasspelt is in the future, so I'm going to want to find some Tetrises, unless Grasspelt is comfortable playing on 19. As we will get another speed increase in 9 lines for Grasspelt. What's your name on Discord, Dr. Jules? Do we have you in here? Ooh, Grasspelt does top out. Commodore Friday has that lead maintained and is good. GG. Oh, I see you in there. Okay. If we can find an opponent for you, yeah, we can get you in here. What's your preferred starting level and or SR? Because either myself or some other players that played already, we can get another match in with you if they're down. So Commodore Friday looking to maybe make it out to level 19 here. Meanwhile, Designer and Super Ninja be ready to play. I'll get you in here once this match is complete. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you have an 18 start, either Ferox, Zago, or myself, maybe. Unless anyone else lurking wants to play Jules around that skill level. Yeah, we'll get you a match. All right, nice game from Commodore Friday, just shy of that half max score with 475k. Nice Tetris rate. GG's. Good gaming too. How did the very fast horizontal feel? Was it noticeable? It felt very fast, okay. It can be hard to tell when you're not in the driving seat for something like that. Oh yeah, you forgot you had very fast on. Okay, so Super Ninja and Designer make your way to the lobby. Looks like Designer's already in here. Let me reset the settings. I remembered this time. And yeah, next week we'll be doing Connected Versus. If you're looking for team play, be sure to stop by next Friday. I think that's usually one of our more popular showcases. Alright, looks like both players, they hopped in there right away. Let's do this. That might be our fastest turnaround. That might be a new record. It's kind of like a pit stop record in like Formula 1 or NASCAR or something. Very nicely done. We need to keep a log of the fastest match queues. Super Ninja suggesting level 12 if you are comfortable with that, Designer. You could either do like a thumbs up in game or just let us know in Discord. And if it falls short, you'll get a level selection for the next round. Ooh, Designer going for a tuck there. Uh-oh. Looks like designer may not be as comfy on this speed, so we'll definitely let's definitely lower the speed. It's all good. But yeah, designer, pick a level you are comfy with. What do you design, designer? Feel free to hit retry, you too. Oh, I think I'm pretty sure I reset. Wait, is very fast still on? Oh no, it didn't save. Maybe they hit ready and I didn't leave the options menu. Whoopsies. Okay, if you guys want to exit, I'll fix that. Apologies. Maybe just top out. Oh, welcome in, TiVo. We have a few more matches here. I don't know if they are... Don't make me reset the game. Yes, Super Ninja or designer. Yes, you can top out, and I'll fix it. Otherwise, I'm going to make a new lobby here. Oh, one of them left. Okay, so we do have a new lobby. The new lobby code is in Discord. Okay. Lobby is now corrected here. So a designer and Super Ninja. Make your way back. PM Cali time. Shen's ready to grub. TiVo, you know me so well. Alright, both players ready. Good luck, have fun. They had a quick taste of very fast horizontal movement. I'm sure that was fun. Or not fun. Get him ninja, says TiVo. Get him designer. I'll counterweigh that. Level 5 is fine. Pick whatever you're comfy with, designer. We're just vibing here. Good luck, have fun. You guys playing? It should be fixed. Okay. Welcome in, Blankinator. I don't know how much longer I want to continue to extend the queue. This is a constant in our weekly streams, but if we have time, I can fit in another match. All right, designer getting ready for Tetris here. Ooh. All right, finds a triple. I'm going to navigate to that right side. And Super Ninja, feel free to play at your own pace. It's up to you. All right, so designer shifting into that left well. I'm gonna take that early burn, probably wise. And okay, it doesn't rotate that TE piece, but it's all good. Still low to the board, not in any danger by any means. I guess Super Ninja is going a 0 soft drop route for some reason. So, taking their sweet time. There we go. The long con Tetris for Super Ninja. Meanwhile, designer running into some cheese. Has handled it pretty well so far. I want to find a J piece there. There we go. Instead, decides to fill it in, so that way, moving the dependency to the far left, and now far right once this gets filled in here. Jules level 18 start. That's context. TiVo trying to get all the interactions in with the regulars here. So up next, we're going to have Jules versus somebody, right? Did we find a match for Jules yet? Ferox or Tzago, if you want to play Jules, that'd be excellent. Otherwise, I can always hop in for a game. Oh, Matrix is streaming right now. Okay, we'll say hi to Edge after this. Yeah, designer's doing a nice job cleaning up here, TiVo, for sure. Super Ninja throwing that square down the right side just to take some delayed burns here. Nicely done into that Tetris. I don't know how popular it is anymore, but I always really liked the level... Oh, loud car outside. I always liked the level 0 to 19 speedruns on the CTWC channel. I don't know if any of you followed along with that. I always thought that was a fun segment. Do they still do that? I'm not sure if they still do that. Maybe at Jonas Cup. I don't think it's part of their main event anymore, though. All right. So Super Ninja hits level 6 speed. Kind of has a little bit of a... Okay, gets the dependency filled in. There we go, Tetris for Super Ninja. All right, Designer. Let's see if Designer can hit that transition, meaning getting to 60 lines. It's going to be tough. Hangs a T-piece. Definitely going to want a long bar for that far right side, or take the L piece, but fills in the left with the L. And banking on this long bar now. Not sure if that's going to happen. So Designer tops out the 12K there. GG. Super Ninja, you are golden. Starting to hit these higher speeds now. So up next, did Ferox want to play? Let's see. If Ferox didn't confirm, I'll go ahead and play Jules, as you seemed excited for that to be the case. Oh, that's right. You're in Matrix itself. Are they? So they're streaming tournament matches then tonight? Yeah, we should definitely tune into that. So after this stream, we'll head over to Edge's stream to check out the Matrix Zone Battle Invitational. Should be some pretty good matches over there. Blakeinator, what's your skill rating in Classic Score Attack? So we could match you with Jules, but Jules is pretty good. 6,900? We could probably do that matchup if you're down, Jules. That's not too far. Okay, yeah, we'll do Blakeinator versus Jules. I think that's a decent matchup. And we could always do a speed level more comfortable for the lesser skilled player if that's the case. So yeah, we'll do Jules and Blakeinator to end the stream. Blakeinator, are you in the matchmaking thread? Have you found your way there yet? At discord.gg/enhance. What's your username in the Discord? Let me see if we can find you. Blank. Oh, I found you. Okay. So I sent you the room code for when this, once Super Ninja tops out here. Which is looking imminent. I guess a long bar one piece too late. And GG. But thank you, Designer, for stepping up to the plate and giving it a go here. Despite your fears. I commend your bravery. Super Ninja is a pretty skilled opponent. But, alright, that'll do it. Thank you, too, for playing. And we're going to kick it off with our final match. And then we're going to throw our viewership over to our Zone Battle tournament from a community stream. If you are here on Twitch, be sure to give it a whirl, as you're going to see some pretty good Zone Battle matches if you're into that. You should be into it. If you're not, it'll be intense. All right, so Blink and Dr. Jules. All right, Dr. Jules, you're both in here. Star students. I love when people join right away. When you two are ready, I'm ready. It's all connected. Absolutely, TiVo. Get the nerve sweats when playing on stream. Yeah, you did good, designer. Do you actually have 6K rating in Classic? I think Super Ninja was quite skilled. Or was it your OSR or something? Either way, Dr. Jules versus Blank. Let's go. Level 18 start. Feeling feisty. Yeah, we had an 18 start from Ferox into Zago earlier. There we go, Blank. Blank's got it. Got the Tetris. Your skill rating doesn't always paint the picture accurately, right? Maybe they just haven't played too much Classic or what, but look at that. Has some quality tucks, so we're in for a good match here. Jules is capable. I know Jules likes to hang out and play Classic. I've seen Jules play against a mutual friend on stream. 9R80, shout out to 9R80. Classic Fiend, CSA all day. All right, so Jules 1 row up here. Decides to, I like this, decides to just nip it in the bud here. Thinking ahead, throwing that long bar to the far left, as generally you want to have a higher left than a right side if you are aiming for that right well. Oh, a misrotation there. Yeah, oh man, they got hairy quick. Because of that misrotation, actually lost control and misdropped another long bar, but playing a little bit higher. And calm and collected, finding some nice, yeah, once you kind of get yourself back into the situation, it can be jarring, like, oh my god, that misdrop. You have to kind of like find your rhythm and get back into the sequence there, the upcoming piece preview. So it might take a few pieces to do that. And looking like, yeah, unless you get the perfect piece here, looking like Jules is going to be in trouble here, so we'll do a game 2 for sure. But Blankinator, deceivingly strong. I have underestimated the Blankinator. So we'll definitely do a game 2 here. LL told you. To be fair, you were stacking good. That was just you have when you misdrop the long bar, when you miss a well with the long bar twice, that is a move to really hurt you, as there's not really a quick fix. It kind of forces you all the way up, past halfway up your board. So Blankinator, curious to learn more about you. Are you a Classic player in general? Where does your Tetris journey begin? As you are a newcomer here. Looks like you have the Classic down. All right, nice Tetris from Blank. Jules follows up, maintaining that just about a Tetris lead. Just under a Tetris lead. Get him, Jules. Yeah, we'll see if Jules manages to win, we can end it on a truce, a 1-1, right? Leave it on a cliffhanger, if I may. But yeah, after this, we're going to be checking out the Zone Battle Invitational, Matrix Zone Battle Invitational group stage. The Galactic Tournament ran by Edge, which I am pretty curious to see. We have some quite stacked groups. We'll just name a few names. Our regular community members are going to know. Yushoda, Wumbo Ties, Firestorm, Jaden, Dormy, Ferox, LSW, Diao, Shark, Night Hunter, Arc Fox, Batches, Emery, CZ Small, Call Me Star, and Tizago. That is a stacked lineup, if I've ever heard. That should be a lot of fun. I have my eyes on Wumbo recently just because Wumbo has been practicing it a lot more after they got their new computer setup. Their new graphics card, which helps for TEC. Alright, Tetris for Jules. Getting a nice strong lead here. But Blinkinator with a very healthy stack. Poised to score some Tetrises here as Jules has to make some burns. But yeah, Jules with a nice 50% Tetris rate. We'll see if Blink can start to inch their way up towards that. So we were about halfway through level 18. We might get some level 19 play here. The players can keep it conservative, keep it chill so we can get to those later levels. The viewers, they want to see it. I'm speaking for them. Maybe the viewers don't want to see it. Level 18 only. But I have a feeling they want to see it. No pressure. Safety triple for Blank. I appreciate that. 19 is a treat. Absolutely. Wumbo who? Dora what? I like that. Or Dora who? Wumbo what? Depending on your preference. All right, Jules. Jules is up high. Needs that long bar. Gets the long bar. It's still really up high here. Gonna need a really good control. Getting some nice pieces. Look at that. Gonna bring it down. Very nicely played from Jules, despite the scary situation. But has a long bar dependency on the right. Can we get it? Yes, we get it. Tetris for Jules. Very nice. And Blank had some issues of their own. Maybe not quite as dire as Dr. Jules, but bringing it all the way down here. Actually going to opt for, okay, maybe it was considering a column 7 Tetris setup, but didn't really have the pieces line up for that. So back to column 10 here, column 9, excuse me. Or I guess, yeah, column 10 if you start at 1. Any programmers in the chat? The array dilemma there. All right, Tetris for Blank. And Tetris for Jules. So Jules maintaining this lead. Blank did take a bit of a gap, or yeah, definitely with that Tetris will put a severe dent into that lead. What was once a 50k lead is now a 10k lead, which is just about half a Tetris here, give or take, depending on these line clears. So Jules does take us into level 19. Oh, the hang over the well, though. I don't think there is not an easy fix for that. Jules did set up a unintentional Vitz setup there, but not going to get the piece needed. So Blank has to line this out. It looks like Blank... Oh my god, this is not free by any means. Okay, gets a long bar all the way over. I was curious. Looks like... Is Blank using DAS? It looks like it is DAS. Who's this blank character? Crushing it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that wasn't the line clearance. They missed the T-piece. Jules wins by 59 points. Literal pushdown points. We got it. It's in the bag. We got the pushdown victory. Love to see it. Love to see it. Was that actually just pushdown points? I think it was. Yeah, because we have 20 points from Blank and 79 there from Jules. So pushing down, it does matter. We had a Kingsman in here saying we haven't really had any at the highest level. It hasn't really come down to that, like CTWC level or anything. But here in Community Showcase, we have nail-biting pushdown point margins. Leaving it 1-1, so you two are going to have to settle your differences another time. But nice game. Thank you for stepping in, Blankinator. I'm glad we were able to have you. But yeah, Blankinator, I'm curious to know your history with the Tetris community. Are you a classic main? Okay, but we are going to head over to Edge's stream. Let's see if Edge is live. Just ensure here on Twitch we're going to throw a raid. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitter, I encourage also heading to Edge's stream. We'll drop the link in YouTube as well. I don't know if he streams to YouTube. But yeah, we're gonna say Edge or say hi to Edge here at this Twitch link, and also gonna raid here on Twitch and check out what's cooking in Zone Battle, Matrix Zone Battle Invitational Land. But GG's all, thank you for participating, and it was a pleasure as always. We're gonna say a hi to everyone watching the Matrix Invitational. And YouTube, see ya. Twitter, see ya. Steam, goodbye. Alright. Let's, Oh, that didn't work. Forgot I have to open it up on my browser here. Oh yeah, it's a pleasure. I love doing these showcases. Nice chill ending to my Fridays. Oh, I hear myself. Let's say hi to Edge. Bring the heat. TiVo, let's see that energy. Give these community tournaments some love. As they deserve it. Like, going out of your way to organize for a fairly niche community and put on some big events is totally awesome. So support Edge and everything he's doing over at Galactic. And yeah, let's see what's cooking over there. So goodbye, all. Have a good weekend. See you in tomorrow's community hangout. And I'll be hanging out in the chat here for a second as well.